I'm still depressed. No, I'm not depressed, I'm only lonely, don't worry. Court manners, flattery. Court manners. Proper etiquette for all situations. Flattery. The ability to tell someone what they want to hear. Week 47. Morning. Man. Oh, I'm so excited. What will the next week bring? Because everything is going kind of bad. Not gonna lie. Like, yeah, we won the war, but if we think about it, I'm broke. My people hate me because I raised the taxes. The royals hate me because I'm a lumen. I killed like one guy for just challenging me to a duel. I killed his mother. I took her child, and I'm about to marry him. What is going on in this game? Week 47, morning. 10. You reveal the correct greeting for guests according to rank, and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honor. Week 47, afternoon. 10. You learn that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. In the Grand Hall, your father is waiting for you. Our fears have been realized. A kraken has risen. A kraken! Okay, a kraken. An enormous tentacle sea monster which can dive and surface at will. It is fast, voracious, and apparently unkillable. Uh-oh. Any ship that ventures into its range is at risk. This could destroy Nova's shipping. Trade failed. What can we do? Do we just wait and hope it goes away? No. Oh, Celine, what are you doing here? Celine. Wait, that's your hand. It's too low for us to see. Priestess of the Second Circle, age 30. Single! Let's go. A priestess attached to the palace's sacred grove. Takes part in religious services and Elodie's tutoring in faith. Lumen. She was a character in the first season, which I didn't realize didn't appear in this one at all. But she was the priestess that was with Juliana at the start, and she's the, you know, the priestess that Juliana is always mentioning. No. Quite unexpectedly, the priestess strides into the room. What are you doing here? I came to bring the records of the circle, so that you would know what you face. Left alone, the beast will feed until the seas run red, and only then will it sleep. It would cost hundreds of thousands of lives. Hundreds of thousands! There are only two ways to end its threat. Lumen spellweaving can freeze a kraken in its tracks, holding it motionless, but only for a short time. If the spell is renewed every moon, giving the beast no time between casting to move freely, it should eventually sleep. How long would that take? Approximately 7 years. Years. But if at any point the spellcast is too weak, or is not renewed in time, it would break loose. And the treasury would be drained, giving up such a routine. What is the other way? It is well known that eldritch beasts can be driven out by sacrifice. The life force of a lumen or potential lumen on the cusp of adulthood would be the ideal choice. Okay, you want to sacrifice me, really? I can hear that already. No, you will not take my daughter. You see, Elodie, this is why I told you to reject them. They're all witches. Even without her mother's crystal, she would still have been a potential lumen. Keeping her ignorant would not have kept her safe. I will not allow this. The choice belongs to the queen. Me. Sacrifice yourself. Try to seal it. What? That is insane. The choice. The choice. Try to seal it, I guess. I would prefer to spend 7 years of my life trying to do this than to sacrifice myself and just disappear forever. I mean, we have to seal it. We'll have to do our best to seal the kraken away, no matter how long it takes. +1 willful. After all, isn't that what our magic is for? To defend the world from darkness? I will teach you the necessary spells. You must arrange the transportation. Very well. I mean, we have Juliana, Celine and me. We should be able to split the work accordingly to just be able to deal with this. And I'm sure that we could ask some other lumens which, you know, probably wouldn't want their kraken to be there. So we could easily get more help. But that is a lot of assumptions. Because the other lumens might be like, okay, but this will weaken Nova, so Why would I do it? I can just weaken the other lumens and they're screwed basically. Man. I still want to be yielding and lonely. Yeah. Wow. That is such a insane place that we are in. Because I need to deal with the people, we are broke, and I'm in the worst spot possible, I feel like. But what other choice do I have? I could choose my people to die in the battle, and yeah, maybe I could have dealt with the like people that were on the ship from the leaders of the Shanjiang whatever. But then there would still be a threat of them coming back or something. Here we don't have that, but we have a Kraken. Not ideal. Okay, let's continue. Week 38, morning. 20. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. 30. You study rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. I feel like that was the first thing that we should learn, instead of after... Well, now that you mention it, it is just... First we learn how to be in a dining room, what should we do in what order, and then we learn how to eat. Okay, makes sense. Week 38, afternoon. 20. You learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward, and short comments make people not think as hard about your comments, because they don't have enough time to just think about it before you say something else. 30. You learn that it is always better to compliment people for their personality and their choices, rather than their physical attributes. You have unlocked a new outfit. What is going on? There's something going on that no one wants to tell you about. Servants avoid your eyes and scurry away. Ministers converse in low, word tones. Yet, as far as you can tell, your territory is secure. No more attacks are underway. So, what could be wrong? +1 pressured. You lie awake in bed at night, worrying that perhaps all of your choices have been the wrong ones. Time has slipped by you so quickly. Only 2 weeks remain before your birthday celebration and your official coronation as queen. Have you done enough to build a stable Nova? Oh no! The first of your soon-to-be regular voyages has now set out with Celine on board. She appears to have some special affinity with seawater, which makes her the best choice to guide a vessel while it hunts for the elusive beast. After all, you have to find it before you can enchant it. 2 weeks. And the future looks bleak. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. We are broke. The coastline is in shambles because of a Kraken. My reputation is destroyed. The Nova is gone. This kingdom is not gonna last. It is tradition for the palace to provide entertainment and refreshments for the common people when a new monarch is crowned. It is a rare opportunity for the poor of the land to dine like nobles. The size and scope of any such feast depend on what expenses the royal treasury is willing to bear. Oh. An extravagant feast. A respectable feast. A small feast, no celebration. A respectable feast. I'm sure we can afford to give everyone in the city some bread and sausages and a bit of cake. Have some sausage, man. Feel good. Okay, let's go with yielding again. This is how I feel right now. New outfit, let's go. We have a... No, not catsuit. Tea-dress! Tea-dress is back! Tea-dress is back! No way! Conversation! Oh, it was conversation! Oh, my tea-dress is back! Life is good once again, never mind. Remember the bleak looks? Nah. We good, man. Okay, let's go with public speaking twice, because I'm sure that we're gonna have a celebration by speaking to the people. And right now everyone is kind of not happy about how it's going, I think. So if I'm gonna be good at the public speaking, I'm gonna be able to converse to the people that they shouldn't be worried. And I think that's the most important thing. We can also try to go for flattery next, because I feel like that's gonna combo well with the public speaking. But you know what? Last 2 weeks. Let's go. Public speaking twice. Week 39, morning. 40. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improvise answers smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being correct. 50. Read collections of famous historical speeches and practice saying them in convincingly dramatic fashion. Week 39, afternoon. 60. You borrow the menu for an upcoming banquet and practice delivering it as a dramatic speech to an audience of confused chambermaids. 70. You learn about debate techniques and practice them by trying to convince a castle gardener why a new fountain would be a good idea. Oh my god, no, not again! You awaken to the sounds of chanting outside the castle. You stick your head out the window to see what's happening, then withdraw with a gasp. The peasants are rebelling. Oh god, I knew it! Hundreds, maybe thousands of them, with spears and pitchforks and torches, all screaming for removal. And here you are, in your tower, with your armies depleted from the recent war. Of course, you do have an advantage over the mob. You're a lumen. Do you dare turn your powers on your own people? Why? Wait for them to go away. There is nothing for you to do but huddle behind your stone walls and hope that you can resist the siege. But a queen without followers is no queen at all. Having lost the mandate of the people, it is inevitable that you will be replaced. Oh my god, please, one good ending in my life. One good ending. Please. No. Not again. And so the reins of power slip from Elodie's grasp. Nova would have to go on without her, but doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, train different skills, and Elodie's star may rise again. You refuse to cower like a frightened rabbit. You will march out to them openly and show them that you have the power of the gods behind you. Wield magic success. What would be difficult against soldiers in armor is instead ridiculously easy against untrained peasants. You barely have to wave your hand and people fall away, screaming and covered in burns. After only a few minutes, the crowd breaks and flees in panic, leaving behind only the wounded, too slow to get out of the way of the stampede. Week 40, morning. 80. Your teacher assigns you to create and memorize a short speech of your own. 90. Your teacher assigns you to read about a subject, memorize a few good phrases for the beginning and ending of a speech, and then make up the rest on the spot. Week 40, afternoon. 40. Visual elements are best to flatter on first meeting. They're expected to be noticed right away. If you spend more time with someone, suddenly complimenting their attire will ring false. 50. Small personal details help make the recipient of your flattery feel that you have truly noticed them, which is always better than a simple "how nice you look." At this time last year, you're celebrating your 14th birthday. You're in the school gardens, surrounded by your friends. A teacher brought you tea and cakes, while a wealthy merchant's son wove a crown of flowers on for your head. It didn't matter so much that you were a princess then. Your title was something for the future. Many of your peers would be duchesses or heirs or the like. Someday, but not then. You were children. Your parents could not attend on the actual day, but they did send wonderful gifts, some for you, and some for you to share. And a week later, they came for a visit, and your mother took you with her through the countryside in a splendid carriage. It was the last time you would ever see her. You wonder if, wherever she is, she can see you now. You are 15 years old, a legal adult. You have worked and studied, and suffered and prepared, and now, the time has come. You kneel before the priestess, barely hearing her words as she recites the blessing. She calls upon the gods to deliver peace, wisdom, and prosperity to you, and through you to all of Nova, and then she calls upon you for the oath of rulership. Priestess of the First Circle, will you guide and govern and protect your people to the best of your ability, according to law and custom? I will. Will you to the best of your power uphold the ideals of love, honor, justice, and mercy? Elodie, Crown Princess. Age 15. I will. Lords and ladies assembled, I present to you your undoubted queen, who has sworn you her loyalty. You, who have come to give homage, will do the same. One at a time, the head of each duchy approaches your throne and kneels to swear his or her service to you and your heirs. People of Nova, I give you Elodie, daughter of Fidelia, your true sovereign. What say you all? Long live the queen! Long live the queen! Long live the queen! Thank you, I will. Elodie, Queen of Nova. Queen of Nova, engaged to Ander. Once his daughter was secure on her throne, Justin returned to his birthplace to focus on his duties as Duke of Caloris. He was pursued by many women, but showed little interest in remarrying, directing them instead to his brother, the Duke of Mazomba. The Queen and her entrusted Lumens sailed out every week to check on the condition of the Kraken and reinforce the seals. It was inevitable that others would discover their secret and blame them for it. After all, the old Noval capital had been rendered uninhabitable by monstrous lumen experiments. A tentacled beast from the deep was just more of the same. The Novan people were not the only ones to notice the increased naval traffic and the frequent absences of the young Lumen Queen. Pirates from Orcus stepped up their raids in the area, hoping to take Elodie hostage and ransom her for a fortune. The Queen was forced to engage an even larger naval escort to make her regular trips the biding sight, and the Novan economy struggled under the burden. Years later, when both were adult, Elodie, Queen of Nova, and Adair, Duke of Elaf, were married. An entire week of public celebrations was set aside for the wedding, and both bride and groom paraded through the capital on fine white horses from the east. The relationship often seemed to be more one of friends and companions than passionate lovers, but they brought stability to Nova. Yes. And thus, Queen Elodie's legacy stretched into the future. Oh my god. Done. Oh my god. How many deaths was there on my way? What is this? There is coronation, which is cool. This is the end of the game. But like, what is this? Magical gear. Oh, so there's the... Oh, this would be so easy to make the first thumbnail for me. Wish I knew this. Okay, what is... Bonus. Delicate danger. I feel like there's a fan art. Yeah, there's a fan art. Yo, that is sick. And there's some demons hidden. Okay, that is cool. I don't know how to feel about this ending. It was... Marriage with Adair went exactly how I hoped it would. The Kraken doesn't seem to be a danger as expected. Wow. Checklist. Achievements. Being crowned the queen. Let's go. Oh my god, thank god. Death. A lot. Epilogues. This is one of epilogue. So this is our father returning to his duchy. And I'm assuming this is because we have forced the power of a lumen on us. And if that wasn't the case, he would still stay with us. But this doesn't seem like a bad thing. He just returned to his home place. He's mourning the death of his wife. And it doesn't seem too bad. So, I'm not sad about the fact that, I don't know, father seems at peace with where he is. I am married here, so that's nice. This is weird. I have been cast away. There's so many. So this is for Kraken. This is for coronation. So we can have multiple in one. This is, of course, death. It's interesting. How do I return? Title. Okay. But you know what? Let's go the choice. Sacrifice yourself. I want to see what will happen. This is my fault. It's my responsibility. Elodie, no! I wouldn't have made a good queen anyway. How do you know? No, don't say that! Why don't... I felt so depressed about being a queen, and then you say that? At least like this, I can defend my domain. So don't be sad for me. I'll be with moms again soon. Come with me. I will teach you what you need to know. It's almost a relief to know that now, everything will end, and you won't have to make decisions ever again. Why do you have to make this so cute? Wow, that is some depressing stuff. She just said everything that I had in mind. Why? But how do we feel with this? I think this is a good spot to end the game. It was a journey. Oh my god. It was an emotional roller coaster. Oh my god. I love this game so much, but it's so painful to play. And this series, it ended. Oh my god, thank god it ended. I wish I could go to the birthday of the party girl, or you know, the whatever, but I like the skills. What were my skills at the end? Because I kind of want to see them. Why? Okay. let's not ask questions. Visit dungeons. Wait, you wandered through the castle dungeons, but see nothing of interest. Okay, so what were my skills? If I had to play once again, what would be my decisions then? I think I would go for reflexes and try to avoid getting hit by the snake. And one thing I have... there's one question that I have, because I've edited already the first episode, and this really is important for me to see. I think going back, this at the start of the game, Lottie got BT. I want to see a bit later. Okay, so now I'm afraid. Agility, faith, yeah. So I went twice agility, reflexes. Let's keep through. Send away, let her stay. Then I think I went with divination lore. Then look down, because I held still, but I didn't have the composure, so look down. Maybe I'm gonna look down, but will have the reflexes to avoid the snake. Look down. You look down where her sword is pointing. There's a snake in the grass. Okay, I did not cook with this one. Okay, so that is not it. So wait, by inviting Juliana, I let her fight the snake, which meant that I had to have composure. Can I increase my composure here? No. You need, for composure is yielding. And yielding is easy to get, but you would need to spend time with father. Which means that you wouldn't spend time with Charlotte. What will happen if I don't let her stay? Arrest her, send her away. Yeah, that was the choice I did in the first time I played. So now, the snake is gonna attack me. Maybe I have enough reflexes to jump away.
He loves me not.
Lottie, do you have a boyfriend?
Not really. I just like to play with the flowers.
Me too. You gather your skirts and prepare to sit down, when all of a sudden, a hissing noise alerts you to a hidden danger. A snake. Charlotte, don't move. Reflexes, success. With your quick reflexes, you grab a forked stick and manage to flip the snake away from you and your cousin.
Eek!
Get away, you horrible thing! You stomp loudly on the ground, and the snake slithers off into the distance. What is going on out here?
Mommy, there was a snake!
What was a snake doing in the royal gardens? It is completely unacceptable. You could have been killed.
Elodie scared it off.
Plus one angry. That's not good enough. I can't have my daughter remaining in such a dangerous place. We're returning home to Merva at once.
Aww.
Okay, so that isn't too bad. What? How did I get here? Dad, what really happened to Mom? She was a Lumen, a magic user. It was meant to be in reserve, to defend her domain, but she insisted on... You don't need to hear that. She used magic. It drained her strength. She thought it was harmless, and it wasn't. Eventually, her heart just stopped. That's why I don't want you involved with it. Okay, so we didn't have that interaction before. So, I feel like during this playthrough, I did a mistake by letting Juliana stay, but I thought... let me go to the main menu, so this can be title screen. But before this series started, I kind of talked with KakiBro and wanted her to have the role of the Lumen teacher. And I didn't realize that Celine was a thing, and Juliana was someone completely different. So I learned my reflexes, I let Juliana stay. Because of that, Charlotte, I think, died. When here, she would be fine. And even if I got bitten, I would be fine. I think I messed up at the start of the game, just by that. I also learned two different skills at the same time. I think I was learning the agility and lore at the same time, which didn't make sense at all. I feel like this could have went way different, and I could have done better. But we were crowned the queen. My power as a Lumen was fine. I became a magical girl, how I said, and I also became a war chief. This is such a depressing ending. But I think we need to end on this. We could make this series go forever. This series could have 100 parts. And we still could have played it. And I still would have fun. But no, we need to know when to end. So, yeah. This is it for Long Live the Queen. After a year, we have become the queen. And a magical girl. You know what does that mean? That means... bye-bye. Last time on Long Live the Queen.
Juliana decided to have a nasty attitude this time, I guess. And she doesn't feel like obeying the princess too.
I'm glad that you're so open about it. Anyways, wanna talk about some Lumen stuff?
Yeah, this is not worth your time. Just ignore it.
But you're literally my teacher. How am I supposed to learn without your help? I also have some splitting headache today. I think some magic caused that from the last studying.
Oh yeah, this doesn't seem important at all. You're just different, LOD. Just ignore it, LOD. Nothing to worry about.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but not the nasty attitude. You bit. And so, that was the beginning of the new age of Lumen Wars, which washed the mountains red and did unspeakable things to the land.
Did any of that even happen?
Loser says ...
Dot.
Got him. Anyway, now's the time to come back to the newest episode of How I Met Your Lumen. Come on, Juliana, we gotta steal this crystal. This time, the plan will work. LOD, are you trying to steal your mother's crystal again? Yeah. Which time is it already? Maybe like 4th? Maybe add 2 zeros on top of that. Quick, Juliana, distract him. This is our best chance yet.
Juliana is supposed to be more interested in Duchess of Hellas. But if we're talking about invasion from Shangia, is Byakuya going to be there?
Who? What? Where? You were supposed to distract him, not me. Use the power of a Lumen.
A very long Juliana sentence incoming. So be it.
Impressive. How did you say that so easily? Can you guess, LOD, how many tries it took her to say that? It would take me around 50 tries, so if I had to guess, probably 200 to 300 tries? Maybe? 1. Oh, you meant 100! That's pretty impressive, I guess. No. I meant only 1. But... What? Huh? No, that's impossible! She can't be that good! And yet, she did it. Without even sounding like she tried. But now, young ladies, it's time to stop stealing that crystal. You tried, but you failed once again. Fine! I don't want this stupid crystal anyways. And just like that, the crystal was safe from Elodie's grasp once again. until she tries to steal it again. But that's a story for another time. Now, upcoming episode of your favorite Scottish and Australian duo detectives incoming. What crimes will they solve this time? Bloody hell, Lottie, how are we supposed to solve this case when our only clue is your passport, which changed nationality from Australian to British?
Apparently, Lottie sounds British, but Lottie doesn't have any memory of being British, so I'm just confused.
I can't listen to your yappering. You've changed after going to the British University. Hopefully, this case can bring my old partner back. Girls, come back inside this instant. You left all the dishes dirty. Again! I'm leaving that a cold case. Come on, Lottie. Let's solve the one we've already been pursuing.
Stay fabulous.